Hey, it's your buddy Tim Schill coming back to you with a Raid Shadow Legends video. And this video is going to be a champion spotlight and fusion of Mr. Brogni, the Underpriest. I am very, very excited to get this champ. And what we're going to do is we're going to fuse him right now. And then I will take a small break and I will get him built out, and we will do a champion spotlight. So I have when I first saw this guy, I was unbelievably excited about being able to build this champ. So he is really going to make a huge difference in all of my teams. Really, I'm going to use him probably everywhere. Yeah, so let's take a quick break and I will build him out and I'll be right back and we will do a run through. Okay. Okay, well, here's our boy, the young stout dwarf, ready to do battle. Very cool looking champion. I mean, Plarium does just great work when it comes to making these champions. You know, he is the essence of a malevolent looking dwarf. This sort of retractable mace with the gems in it, I think, is an amazing touch. But anyway, you know, some nuances about this character. You know, he's sort of a shield, heal, support type of champion that's going to protect and control and do some debuffing, right? So he comes with a really nice amount of HP, which translates directly into his shield prowess. The interesting thing is they base his damage on attack, and his attack is pretty terrible. So I'm not sure. I tried to add some stuff to the attack to see if we can get him to do some damage, but that might not be the best way to go. We'll see what happens here. Good defense. All these dwarves tend to have really good defense. Decent speed at 100. I'm gonna, you know, obviously try to get him moving as fast as possible because I want these shields and healing up all the time, with some crit rate and damage, and then all the dwarves come with some resistance as well, which is nice. So you know, his kit, he's got the HP burn, books up to 60% chance of hitting it. I'm not sure how much damage it does. We'll see in content. His A2, he attacks all the enemies. He can remove a debuff, which is great. You know, unkillables, you know, he can do all that stuff. Books up to 100% chance with the right amount of accuracy on a 3-turn cooldown, which is a really nice thing to have. But again, we'll see what the damage looks like. And then his A3 is really the amazing part of his kit, right? On a 3-turn cooldown, when you book it out, he's going to put up a block of debuff, right? You're not going to be able to hit with poisons or anything. So Spider might be a wonderful place for this guy to be, right? Spiderlings aren't going to hit you with the poisons. He's going to put a 50% increased attack on all the allies, 50% increased attack, and also a shield for 2 turns that can't be removed. 30% of this guy's HP. It's pretty amazing. His passive is when you're under his shield, you'll reflect back a bunch of damage, and you'll also heal for a bunch of damage. I mean, I don't know what those numbers are going to look like, but that's a pretty amazing skill, if you ask me. So we'll see. We're going to take him into Spider and see how he does in there. And then his aura, he's got a Doom Tower aura at 60, and we'll give him a shot in Doom Tower as well. So let me show you the Brogni I built, and as sort of a mid-game guy, you know, I don't have access to the super endgame gear, so what I tend to want to do is build lots of speed and make the things fit where I can't, right? So I went with the accuracy banner, obviously trying to land those debuffs, HP amulet with some nice accuracy double roll on it, HP ring with a nice double roll on the HP there. Also has some attack and defense, which is always comes in handy. Obviously speed boots. I couldn't get 6 stars, but I didn't want to steal them from my arena teams. So he got the 5-star boots, which you know, don't have great rolls, but you know, everything would be what you'd think it would be. HP chest, crit rate on his gauntlets, try to get that to 100%. Looking for more crit rate on his weapons, looking for HP percentages and crit damage to try to get him some damages. So as far as the masteries go, I went with kind of a very vanilla type offensive tree where I go down to the War Master and try to get him some crit rate and crit damage, and then I went some of the HP and healing and shield prowess. I felt like I could get enough accuracy for the PvE content without having to do that. So, leave me a message. Let me know if you have better ideas on the masteries. So that's my Brogni. Let's take him into some content and see how he does. Okay, so let's take our new dwarf into some content. So the first thing, let's see if he can be a campaign farmer. So brutal 12-3 with our boy, and let's see how he goes. So he goes right into his shield ability, and you can see it's kind of a cool animation. He actually heals himself against the shield. So he does that to other champions as well. You can see his defense and resist is pretty stalwart. I mean, he takes 0 damage in this campaign. He is slow though, but he does a decent amount of damage when he hits that AoE. But he's slow. You probably wouldn't want to use him as a campaign farmer, but he certainly could do it, and he's pretty good at it. So certainly safe, just slow. It's going to take a minute, I guess, but bam, there it is. And one more guy to kill. And he's dead. Okay, so easy peasy. So let's go to some of the dungeons and see how he runs in there. Let's do Spider first, and we'll put him in for Miscreated Monster with this team. You can see I have Tyrant and Stagnite for the drop defense, and then 2 Cold Hearts. The Cold Hearts are going to take a beating here, but we get through this pretty easily, especially with him dropping those shields and heals like crazy. So you can watch as the Cold Heart's taking, and he's just sitting there healing her. So usually I'll use Drexar in here as my HP burn champ, but Tyrant goes a little bit faster, and with him he's able to keep my Cold Hearts alive long enough to get off their Heart Seekers, which is really all I need from them. So, and now basically the Spider's dead with all the HP burns that are out there. So it's a good run. It's usually around 1:15 to do Spider. I lose at least 1 Cold Heart or 2, but it doesn't matter at this point. So you can see he just sits there and heals and heals and heals. And she has a block debuff, so she never takes damage from the poisons. And it's a pretty easy Spider run. So I could probably even switch out that Cold Heart for something a little more meaty. Maybe something with a negative affinity to take but you can see that's a pretty easy run with him for sure. So let's go to Ice Golem next. So I'm gonna swap Fenix for her, and we're gonna put Arbiter in there just to pick us up if somebody should drop. But I like Fenix's ability to stop any revives. So you'll see he'll get his shield up on everybody, and then it's just a matter of working through it. It's not a fast run, but it's super, super safe. Nobody gets close to, especially with Arbiter in there reviving and speeding us up. It's a pretty easy little run. But you can see he does pretty decent damage with his A1, and his AoE hits pretty good too. So Um, but really, he's in there for his for his shielding and his heals, and you'll see at the end. You know, he'll be my second biggest hitter in this, obviously after Fenix, but he'll have done a ton of healing and all the shields obviously don't get counted in the healing, but well, so there he goes, Fenix to the Screech or whatever that terrible counterattack mechanism is. But we got Arbiter in there, she'll pick him right up. And we're on to the boss. So, and here's where our dwarf does a really good job. Once he gets his shields out, we don't really take much damage, even from the monster AoE stuff he puts out there. So, yeah, you'll see, he just heals us right back up. So again, not a fast run, but very, very safe, and he puts out surprising amount of damage. He's very, very tanky, so this guy's not reviving, which is a good thing. You know, very, very, very solid champion. Yeah, and this is, you know, with me playing with him for just a few minutes, and not doing any speed tuning, just kind of running him into teams that I've already set up. But you can see he's, yeah, there's our second block revive. So now it's just us and the boss, and everyone's full health with a shield on him, with block debuff, so he's not getting out his decreased defense or any of the buffs that he usually wants to put out there. And then while he's putting these block debuffs, he's also extending the debuffs on the champ or on the boss as well. So you can see, pretty easy little run. Pretty much the same team in Dragon, except instead of the Fenix, I have a Cold Heart, and it runs almost the same. So I'm not going to bore you with that. Let's take him to Doom Tower, and I'll show you where I'm stuck, and we'll see if we can make any headway. So I am stuck at the very top, 280. This Igroth, the awful eternal dragon, or whatever they call him. We're going to just sub him in for one of the champs that I had run in this previously, and see if we can't live through this. Let's see, where is, I want Fenix for damage, then I want Doom Priest. So I'm going to put her in there for her passive heals, and then I want him as a nuker. Okay, so let's see how this goes. I'm just going to leave it on auto, and we're going to see if we can make a dent in it. And if we can, I'll play with it and see if I can beat it at some point. But I've yet to been able to make much a dent in this dragon, as he just locks me down and nukes me. So I'm hoping his shields will carry the day, and then I might have to make my Doom Priest faster to take advantage of her cleansing, because yeah, this is a tough boss. The last go around, I made it about halfway up the hard Doom Tower hard, and this one I've been stuck on this dragon for several days, but a lot of that was just due to paying attention to try to get this fusion done with him. So okay, so we're on to the dragon. So let's hope he gets his, so he gets his shield out first. So we got to block buffs on him, so takes 0 damage from that. Again, 0 damage. See if we can cycle through and get his, so he's down, the bad one's down. Let's see if we can keep the dragon from healing back. So yeah, again, look at all that healing. He's just pumping out the shields and the heals. I mean, it's just huge. Just huge. I mean, I'm usually not even looking this good at this point in this fight. So usually my Fennecs will have died, or everyone is just super low, and I can't decide if I'm going to split time between trying to kill the ads or put damage on the dragon. But and his HP burn is helping a lot too. So I do love the visuals as the mobs get HP burn on them. They start to just smolder like that. So there's Doompriest cleansing, him hitting us with the shields and the heals, and we're still standing tall. He's hitting us with that AoE, but we're shielding it up, and yeah, this is by far the best run I've done on this. So I'm very hopeful that with maybe some different gear tuning, I'll be able to make it happen. If it doesn't happen right now, I'm hoping we clear this. And so you got his heal on that. That's not good. Man, that's just a ton of damage. Come on, Doompriest, cleanse that off us. There we go, cleansed. He hits his shield and his heals. We get Bad L with his heals. And hopefully we just get moving here. I'm going to target this guy because I want them to kill him. There we go. There we go. So you can see, Fennecs is down, but we have a reviver with Ursula. So she should pick him up if she doesn't get nuked as well. And he's going to eat him and heal. Yeah, it is just such a tough boss. Let's see if she can pick some people up and we can make a run at this again before he blocks all our cooldowns again. Yeah. Come on, Ursula, pick them up. Got the shields up. Yeah, I mean, between these three, it's pretty... they're a pretty tanky group. She must have used her revive ability right before everyone died, because it seems like it's been several turns and she has not even tried to, yeah, that's going to be the end of it. That's going to be the end of it, I think. Let's see if she, no, she brings everybody up. Puts the, oh no, he just got his rage. See, the problem is, I mean, I go through all this, I live for a long time, but I just I can't do damage as it works. So you can see it's not going to happen, but there's some hope there. So great champ. I hope this spotlight has given you some motivation to finish up this fusion. And please, if you get a moment, subscribe to the channel and like it. Leave me a comment. Love to hear from you. And we'll see you next time.